Lily McClusack, and I'll be your meteorologist.
I'm Cameron Frisbee with your sports.
And I'm Daniel Zahorsky with International News.
We're Channel 13 News.
Hi everybody, I'm Daniel Zahorsky with the International News, and I'm going to start off with George Bush becomes the first United States president to address the Australian Parliament. Also, Bush and Boris Yeltsin, the president of Russia, proclaim a formal end to the Cold War. The U.S. lifts trade sanctions against China. Bad news for Manuel Noriega, the former leader of Panama, as he was convicted in U.S. court for drug charges and is sentenced to 40 years in the dog pound. In Russia, the parliament approves the START Treaty, which greatly reduces the limitation of strategic offensive arms. Good news for Americans, as we are finally ending military presence in the Philippines. Ending nearly a century over there, the Czechoslovakian parliament approves separation into two nations, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. The UN approves a U.S.-led force to guard food for Somalia. And NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, was signed, which gives the U.S., Canada, and Mexico one gigantic integrated market, consisting of up to 400 million people and up to $6.5 trillion. On national television in Japan, George Bush got very ill and vomited on top of Prime Minister Kiichi Miyazawa and fainted. George must not like Japanese food. The opening ceremony for the 1992 Winter Olympics is held in France. We have some devastating news in Turkey, as a coal mine disaster leaves 300 people dead. In Buenos Aires, a suicide car bomb hit the Israeli embassy, killing hundreds and injuring many more. More devastating news in Turkey, as an earthquake registered a surface wave magnitude of 7, killing over 530 people. Pakistan beats England to win Cricket World Cup for the very first time. And in Europe, Euro Disney opens. The Freddie Mercury tribute concert, held at Wembley Stadium, is televised live to over 1 billion people and raises millions of dollars to AIDS research. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the first World Ocean Day is celebrated, and two big discoveries are made. In Yekaterinburg, Russia, 2 skeletons are identified as Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra. Rough news in Algeria, as President Mohamed Boudiaf is assassinated by his own bodyguard. Brazil leader is in some big trouble, as he is found guilty of charges that he stole more than $32 million from the government, banning him from office forever. The first and biggest McDonald's opens in Beijing, China, and holds over 700 seats. I bet there is no wait to get seated there. Also, security is being taken to a whole nother level with DNA fingerprinting. A big fire erupts in the UK, as the Windsor Castle and a number of important works, arts, and books and furniture are diminished. And for the last story, we have a heartbreak, as Princess Diana and Prince Charles are going to separate. No fairy tale ending for them.
Here we are live at the new McDonald's in Beijing, China. Everybody seems to like it so far. We're going to go take a look inside and see how everybody likes it.
Project.
I'm sorry?
It's for a project.
I see. Yeah, I go look at my face. What is that doing?
So what did you get, sir?
I got a French fry.
What? A French fry. Sounds good. What did you... I'm going to send it to Dom with national news now.
Thanks, Daniel. Now with our national news. The first story we got today is Jeffrey Dahmer, also known as the Walking Cannibal, was an American serial killer and sex offender who committed rape and murder of 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1992, with many of his later murders also involving cannibalism and preservations of the body parts, typically also are parts from skeletal structures. Diagnosed by a psychiatrist as suffered from borderline personality, Dahmer was found guilty, legally insane, and his trial convicted of 15 to 16 murders. Now he's sentenced 15 terms to life in prison, 1992. The next story we got today is about Rodney King, a African-American taxi driver who became nationally popular for getting beaten by the Los Angeles Police Department. It was March 3rd, 1992. A local witness, George Holliday, videotaped much of it from the balcony of his apartment, and he sent the news to KTLA. The footage shows 4 officers surrounding King, several of them striking him repeatedly, while officers stood by and watched it happen. Part of the footage was aired around the world, making people outraged in cities where racial tensions were high. 4 officers were charged with assault with a deadly weapon and use of extreme force. There were adequate of all charges. The jury acquitted the 4th of assault with a deadly weapon, but failed to reach a verdict. The next story we got our 42nd president, Bill Clinton, and he was running with George Bush, a Republican, and our vice president is Al Gore. Now we are taking a quick break. When we come back, we're catching up with our meteorologist, Emily Muklus.
Oh. No, my heart.
I lost him.
Where did he go? I'm right here. Oh, God!
Thanks, Dom. Some stories you have there. Before we get to the weather, we're going to start off with a new segment we like to call Roll Call. We only got one request today. And from St. John, Indiana, home of the Indians, Lake Central High School. Now to get to the weather forecast for the weekend. Today, it's going to be a little sunny, so you might need your sunglasses. Tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be some scattered thunderstorms, so you might need an umbrella. And Sunday, it's going to be sunny and 75.
Sunny and 75.
sure to stay hydrated. And now some devastating weather news. Hurricane Andrew has hit southern Florida. My twin is live on the scene. Let's go check it out. Hi, we are live in southern Florida. It is August 16th, 1992. We are in the midst of Hurricane Andrew. As you can tell, this monstrous hurricane has destroyed all of its surroundings and everything that is standing in the way and everybody. So far, the highest winds have been 175 miles per hour. Hold on one second. Okay, all right. Just in. So far, the destruction has been $26.5 billion. That is billion dollars. Hopefully, this hurricane will calm down soon, and we will all get inside. Back to you guys in the studio. Thank you. We are hoping you stay safe. Now we're going to go over to Cameron with sports.
Oh, hello there. Thanks, Emily. I'm Cameron Frisbee here with your sports. First off, in the Major League Baseball world, the Toronto Blue Jays of the Major League Baseball won the World Series of the Major League Baseball League of the Major League Baseball League. In the Super Bowl XXVI, the Washington Redskins won. Off to the National Basketball Association. The Bulls won the finals over the Portland Trail Blazers, 4-2. And yeah. Now to cricket. Where Pakistan won the World Cup by 22 runs. Also known as my favorite sport. And now to a real sport. Dog sled racing. Martin Buzzer wins with lead dogs Tyrone and D2. Now to the Olympics. The winter ones in France. Summer ones in Barcelona, Spain. At those games, the Dream Team won gold. And Larry Bird announces his retirement later after that game. We have an interview with them. Let's go check it out. I'm here in Barcelona with the basketball game going on in the background. Let's ask Larry Bird what he thinks.
You know, it's gonna be a tough game. I mean, it was a tough game. It'll be fun. I'm calling it quits after this game, end of retirement. So I'm going into retirement. So
Yeah. Saw you guys win gold. What do you think of that?
you know, gold's always nice. It's better than silver and bronze. So yeah, gold.
You like it here
Where?
in Spain?
Yeah, Spain's nice. Spain's really a good country.
Española?
I do not speak Spanish. No.
No mas?
No. No mas. Balls life.
That concludes our interview. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for watching. That concludes our episode.